Hey, welcome back to this week's edition of Best Music Live TV, where we have a passion for music. Coming up, Indonesia sends Gaga packing, Mayor grows up, no Ward on Sabbath, Slash denies Revolver reunion, and more right here on Best Music Live TV. Lady Gaga will have to cancel her sold-out show in Indonesia following protests by Islamic hardliners and conservative lawmakers who said her sexy clothes and dance moves will corrupt the youth. National Police spokesman Boy Rafi Amar is responding to the pressure, saying Tuesday that the permit for her concert had been denied. Sorry, lady, you're going to have to take your Gaga elsewhere. Bad news for Black Sabbath fans. Bill Ward will not be playing drums at any of the group's 3 gigs scheduled this year. In a long message posted on his website, Ward explained that he was simply not able to come to terms with his bandmates. The Metal Pioneers are playing their first show since 2005 this Saturday evening at their hometown of Birmingham, England. And Ward claims that he first learned of the gig through an ad on the internet. The rest of the band said in a statement, "We have decided not to make any detailed comment on Bill's latest statement. There are 2 sides to every story, and we have engaged a substitute drummer for the forthcoming shows. See you at Download." John Mayer stopped by The Ellen Show this week to talk about shrinking away from the press after his handful of controversial interviews a couple of years ago. It was a very strange time. It was a violent crash into being an adult. For a couple of years, I was just figuring it all out, and I'm glad I actually stayed out of the spotlight, stating that he had to go home for a minute to help get things back on track. I just sort of lost my head for a little while. Born and Raised, due out next week and streaming free now on iTunes. Check it out. Slash has denied claims by former Velvet Revolver frontman Scott Weiland that he is set to rejoin the band. "He's out of his mind," Slash said of Weiland's claims. "There's been a common rumor going around. I know that he's been positive on that subject. Maybe they know something that I don't. I have absolutely no intention of going back to that. We have no intention of going backwards." Slash is currently touring with Miles Kennedy. Looks like Bono of U2 will have surpassed Sir Paul McCartney as the wealthiest musician on the planet. In his Elevation Partners company was part of a small collection of early investors in Facebook contributing over $200 million. And he is rumored to be now worth more than $1.5 billion. Wonder how that will affect his music and writing. No more social causes, and quite possibly a cover of Bob Marley singing "Don't Worry About a Thing." New releases this week include Willie Nelson, Heroes, Beach House's Bloom, Santana's Shapeshifter, Tenacious D's Rise of the Phoenix, Godsmack's Live and Inspired, Garbage, Not Your Kind of People, The Cribs, In the Belly of the Brazen Bull, and Mako, The Bright Side. Well, that should do it for this week's edition of BML TV. Follow us on Twitter at BestMusicLive. Like us on Facebook.com/BestMusicLive. Subscribe to our channel up here. And download your flavor of mobile app on iTunes, the Android market, and now on Amazon. Until next time, rock on.